Sometimes you need a proxy server to handle everything except certain features. Here, how to selectively disable specific MCP protocol capabilities while keeping the rest fully functional. You'll see how to configure a proxy client that intentionally blocks LLM sampling and log forwarding to the client while maintaining all other proxy capabilities. This pattern gives you precise control over which advanced features get passed through.
Disable sampling, but keep other features. Backend equals proxy client. Backend server pi. Sampling handler equals none. Disable LLM sampling forwarding. Log handler equals none. Disable log forwarding.
This demonstrates the proxy pattern with selective feature delegation. The code creates a forwarding layer that intercepts requests but intentionally disables specific capabilities, showing how proxies can act as controlled gateways rather than simple pass-throughs. What makes this distinctive is the explicit opt-out approach, where you disable only what you don't need while preserving the rest of the protocol. The pattern works by composing a proxy client with null handlers for unwanted features. Instead of implementing every possible forwarding path, the system uses a pluggable architecture where each capability, sampling, logging, etc., has its own handler. Setting a handler to none effectively removes that capability from the forwarding chain, simplifying the proxy's behavior without requiring changes to the backend. This approach matters when you need to reduce complexity or enforce boundaries. It solves the problem of overpermissive proxies that forward everything by default, which can create security risks or unnecessary overhead. Use this when you want a lightweight proxy that only handles essential features, or when you need to explicitly block certain capabilities for compliance or performance reasons. The trade-off is that you lose those features entirely, so it's best for scenarios where you know exactly which capabilities you don't need. Let's break it down line by line.
Disable sampling, but keep other features. Backend equals proxy client.
Instantiates a proxy client with selective feature disabling. This pattern creates a backend connection while explicitly opting out of specific behaviors, maintaining control over which proxy features are active. The configuration happens through constructor arguments rather than separate method calls.
Backend server pi
specifies the target backend server script. This is the entry point for the proxy client to forward requests, enabling controlled communication with the backend while disabling specific features like sampling and logging.
Sampling handler equals none. Disable LLM sampling forwarding.
This disables LLM sampling forwarding through the proxy. By setting sampling handler equals none, the client explicitly prevents any sampling requests from being relayed to the backend server, which is useful when you only need deterministic operations or other non-sampling features. This is a common pattern for selectively disabling proxy functionality while maintaining the rest of the connection.
Log handler equals none. Disable log forwarding.
This disables log forwarding to the backend server. By setting log handler equals none, the proxy client won't relay any logging data, keeping the connection focused solely on core operations. Useful when you need performance without diagnostic overhead. Closes the proxy client instantiation. This finalizes the configuration where sampling and log forwarding are explicitly disabled, creating a focused backend connection without unnecessary overhead. Proxy client configuration. The proxy client gives you surgical control over MCP feature forwarding, letting you disable specific capabilities like sampling or logging while maintaining others. Disabling handlers via none completely removes that feature from the proxy chain, which may break servers expecting those capabilities. This selective forwarding pattern is essential for building specialized proxies that only expose necessary functionality.
The proxy that refuses to forward becomes the clearest channel.